Good morning. Today we'll be dealing with the chapter clauses. So in earlier chapter, when we were talking about sentence, we had already talked about what is a clause. So what is a clause? A clause is a group of words that form a part of a sentence. Now, the difference between phrase and clause is that clause is not dependent, but rather a clause can form a complete sentence and give a complete meaning. It has a subject and a predicate. So it can be said that a clause is a whole sentence within a larger sentence. Look at the example. I didn't see the bear playing in the yard. There, the bear playing in the yard is a clause because there is a verb, there is a subject. So you can actually call that a sentence within a larger sentence. So a clause can be dependent and independent. Those clauses that can express a complete thought are called independent clause, while those that do not express a complete thought are called dependent or subordinate clauses. And clauses, just like phrases, can stand for a single grammatical unit. So a clause can be divided as noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause, and we already know a dependent clause and independent clause. If you look at the example, we will get a better understanding. Independent clause. An independent clause is a sentence on its own right. It can express a complete thought. Example, he loves opening the door when the wind is blowing. So even saying he loves opening the door, we get a complete understanding. But if you look at the other sentence in the dependent clause section, she is hostile mostly because she is not happy. So if you take the part mostly because she is not happy, if you take that part, we can see that it does not give a complete idea. There is something missing. Yes. So it is called the dependent clause because it relies on others to give a complete meaning. Now, noun clause. Noun clause is a dependent clause. All the noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause, these are all dependent clauses, and these clause, that is noun clause, will stand in place of a noun. Will stand in place of a noun. Example, how she behaved at the wedding was terrible. So it is not her that is the subject or that is the main noun, but it is how she behaved at the wedding. Okay, so adjective clause. Adjective clause, a clause that will stand in the place of an adjective. An adjective clause usually modifies a noun or a pronoun. So similarly, look at the example. This is the teacher who is very smart. So an adjective clause will always be introduced using a relative pronoun, and so it is otherwise called as a relative clause. Okay. So if you look at the sentence, this is the teacher who is very smart. Who is very smart is modifying the noun, the subject of the sentence, that is the teacher. Adverb clause. Adverb clause is a clause that behaves in the same manner as an adverb. That is, it will modify a verb, an adjective, or even other adverb. Look at the example, please. Since it is only me, I will not eat out tonight. Since it is only me, I will not eat out tonight. So in most adverb clauses, you get the answer to some form of a question. Why, when, where. Okay. So similarly, here also you have the reason, and you will always have words like since, because, or such words will always be there introducing or telling you that this is an adverb clause. So we now know that an independent clause expresses a complete thought. Dependent clause does not express a complete thought. And dependent clause will always be, we can understand the dependent clause using the dependent marker words. The dependent marker words will be added to the beginning of a independent clause, making it into a dependent clause. Example, when Jim studied in the sweet shop. So if we just get when Jim studied in the sweet shop, we know that it is not complete because there is something that is yet to happen. So some common dependent marker words are after, although, as if, as, because, before, even if, even though, if, in order to, since, though, unless, until, whatever, when, whenever, whether and while. And how do we identify the independent and dependent clauses? The independent clause will have a subject, a predicate and express a complete thought. The dependent clause will not express a complete thought. It will always have a marker word and there will be a conjunction.